Extraordinary, The Sanctum Nights is my book. Extraordinary, The Sanctum Nights is a brand new book that I just released over on Amazon. You can go check it out right now. If you have Kindle Unlimited, it's free for you. Otherwise, it costs $2.99. It's technically not 100% new because it's actually a second edition of a book that I wrote 15 years ago. That book is right here. It is split into two segments. The first part's called The Forbidden Kingdom, and the second part's called The 2012 Massacre. Now, the thing about it is, not only did I write that 15 years ago, but it's really hard to find online. 1, 2, there's loads of spelling, grammar, formatting, and readability issues in the book that it's just, I needed to revisit it because it was a story that I really enjoyed writing. I was really happy and I was proud of the characters that I came up with the pacing, and honestly how it ends, but it wasn't all that readable for anybody else. So I revisited it from the ground up. I added a prologue that wasn't there at all. I redid the author's note at the end, and throughout every single page of the book, I basically rewrote it. It's basically a whole new book if you think about it, but it is that same story that I enjoyed writing so much. It's the same characters and everything. It's just better written. What the book is basically about is that there's this really big bad guy named King Cornelius III that came from the past into modern day and killed one of the main characters of the book. I won't tell you who. He did this because he's on the lookout for a special green glowing rock that gives other people superpowers. So to stop him and get a little bit of a revenge on their friend dying, the Sanctum Knights track this king down. The king kind of goes back in the past. They have to go to the past as well, and they find all about this forbidden kingdom where everything stemmed from. So the first book is actually a mix of like medieval fantasy action stuff, and the second part of the book is a lot more post-apocalyptic science fiction adventure as the Sanctum Knights now find themselves way into the future after the world had already ended on December 21st, 2012. Yeah, the prophecy. Again, I wrote this in 2009. So the world has ended. There's no more oxygen left in the world. There's no more wildlife left in the world. Everything's been ransacked as people attempted to hide in places that might help them survive. And most of the population that's still alive now lives in bunkers underground called plague centers. And so when the Sanctum Knights accidentally end up in this time period, they have to figure out what the heck happened to make this a reality and potentially how to stop it. Now, both part 1 and part 2 are very much connected. It is one full story. But at the same time, if you so wanted to, for the most part, you could read them individually. My favorite part between the two would probably be the 2012 Massacre, because I had that in my mind when I was writing it the entire time. I needed to get there because that's really cool. But I actually do love a lot of the action and character development set forth in the first part. A little ways after I wrote this entire book, back in 2009, I discovered Hugh Howey's book, Dust, which essentially has a lot of similarities to the 2012 Massacre in terms of what the world is like. Huge underground bunkers with different layers that people live in, and an outside world that is deadly to everybody else. So if you're a fan of Dust, which by the way is one of the best books ever written, then you might enjoy that part of the book. That being said, enough of my shameless promotion here. Go check it out. I've left a link to the book in my description box below. If it sounds like something you might enjoy, again, you can read it for free on Kindle Unlimited. And if you've never had Kindle Unlimited before, I do believe that you can get a free trial, but check it out. Let me know what you thought about it. And until next time, guys, hit the like, subscribe button, and bell to be notified when I come out with another video. And until then, peace out.
Oh, the forbidden kingdoms tear with mysteries deep, a timeless veil, yet heroes rise.